Hey folks, hope you're having an awesome day. I am sitting here drinking some phenomenal coffee. I'm going to tell you, it's from Java Fit over there. Steve Wallach bought Javolution, or what they do. They did a reverse merger or something, but their Java Fit brand is phenomenal. And that's all I'm popped in my coffee pot here in the office, so it was great. It's been a great week. My hat is off to all the veterans, everyone who has served this country. Thank you. And to the families of those that gave their all, I want you to know they will never be forgotten. Freedom is never free. Yesterday, my brothers in the Marine Corps, hoorah, we celebrated our 236th birthday of protecting this great country. And I don't know if you all know it, but every embassy around the world is protected by a United States Marine, along with the President. And that is an honor. We are the first in and usually the last out. And I am proud of what we do. We've had a great week across the board. And I get when I see things. I just got my weekly email from the DSA, and Joe Moriano, the president of the DSA, is an engager, and he engaged an industry blogger, somebody that is not exactly, I would call him an industry observer. They observe the industry from the outside, probably more of a critic from an outside perspective, such as I am from the inside. And one of the things they were talking about was our political PAC, our action committee that's in Washington that lobbies and fights for the rights of the direct selling profession as a whole. Now, they're working on behalf of the companies, but I want to challenge distributors. Go join the MLMIA or join the Association of Network Marketing Professionals. Those are specific associations focused to you. I would love for the DSA to literally launch a subgroup that were focused on the distributors. I would be willing to do anything I could to help that out, and I really one of these days believe that the DSA, the Direct Selling Association, will see the need to say, we want our distributors to be a part of this. We want to put something together, just like they have the Educational Foundation. So we're looking forward to that, but I'm going to put this article up. I think Joe hits the really good spots on what this is about, what it's for. Some of the great stuff that's going on this week. My hat is off to BK Barreco and specifically his marketing team that he has over there at Vima. They just won some phenomenal awards that are outside of what we would call industry. This is from the Marcom. The Marcom Awards are administered and judged by the Association of Marketing and Communication Professionals. I'm going to put their press release up here. But this is what Vima won. They won a Platinum Award for their brochure and handbook for the Vima Brand Safety Manual. This thing is powerful. We want that. They got the Platinum Award for video film and meeting open and closed for the Vima Power of You video. What else did they get here? Man, this is all kinds of stuff. This is blowing my mind. They got marketing, promotion, campaign, and branding for the refreshed look of Verve. Man, that was a great can that they brought out. We're going to be doing a complete series upcoming on Vima and where they've at from a year ago to today. What else did they get here? They got a strategic communication. They got the Gold Award for their social media, and they got Gold Award for print marketing, creativity, and innovation. My hats off to Vima and what's going on. I think that is powerful. Some other news from around the globe and around what's happening in our profession. Amway is giving away $10,000 scholarship through their Miss America Scholarship Contest, focusing in on their makeup line for kids, 18 to 25. Amway, I think Mary Kay, Longevity. We're going to be doing an upcoming series on Longevity's cosmetic line, their mineral line. It's pretty cool, focused on with teens. A lot of the companies, and I think, matter of fact, BK may have been the first to really focus on this from a contract standpoint, but creating that next generation of entrepreneur, allowing teenage children with the permission of their parents to go forward on this. And I think that's exciting. Matter of fact, keeping a little bit of mind with Vima, Tom Alkazen's son, Brad, is an up-and-coming leader in Vima. Second generation, man. You got to get excited about stuff like that. Something that I found interesting, Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett company that owns Kirby Company, Pampered Chef, and World Book, man, they announced a third quarter decline. Their profits for the company fell 24%. Now, part of this is some of the derivative bets that they do. We're not going to get into detail, but Pampered Chef is rocking it full bore. They're really cranking. Kirby's a company that's been around. So when you see stuff and people want to say, well, hey, Warren Buffett bought this, but now look, his company's losing money, has nothing to do with any of their direct selling companies at all. The Herbalife Family Foundation just provided grants over in Houston at a couple of the foundations over there. My hat's off. Anytime you can help children, and in one case, the foundation that they are supporting, it's in Spanish, and I don't speak Spanish, but they actually serve 80 to 100 kids who are 6 years old or under. And I tell you what, that to me, that's passion. To me, that's what it's all about. And I get excited about things like that. Matter of fact, one of the new companies that we're going to be reviewing, Beyond Organics, that's Jordan Rubin's company. They are so focused on children and what they do. They have a something that we're really starting to see come into the profession is this new charitable type of contribution. Tom Shue started this with a double bottom line. Jordan and these guys have done the same thing. It's unique. And I was talking to one of the attorneys the other day and actually said this is kind of what needs to go on in companies, not some of the other stuff I see, but they give a meal away. When you come in and you call and you buy your product as a distributor or a customer, the customer service rep says, hey, would you like to donate $10? When you donate that $10, Jordan gives you $10 in Beyond Organic food bucks so that you can actually apply that credit to a purchase that you make. It's a win-win for everybody, and I love that kind of stuff. Medifast, the parent company of Take Shape for Life, announced their third quarter profits. They had an increase of 13%. I'm seeing this across the board. Any company that has weight loss products are seeing an increase. I tease the guys over at Vibe because everybody sees Visalis, and I mean, they are going for that $1 billion run. They really want to be that next company. They're a U.S.-based company. The majority of their people are here, and in North America, it's pretty cool to see. But they use Herbalife because Herbalife really is the king of weight loss in the direct selling niche. Do you know that Herbalife's profits were up 30% last quarter? So everybody's profits up that have a weight loss for the most part. I mean, it's phenomenal to see what they're doing. And I'm doing this book on my radio show, Dave Ramsey's book, Entre Leadership, and we just did the chapter today that talks about this. No secret to it. Focused intensity over time with God's multiplication. And I tell you what, momentum will just go through the roof. And it's some powerful stuff to see. We're going to put this up here. Some of the other stuff, Nature's Sunshine reported their third quarter earnings. Sales were at 91 million versus 86 million. So another positive. It's phenomenal to see this when we see this. New Ways just continued its Asian expansion. That ought to be interesting to see. And Primerica, now this was interesting. Primerica just formed a new partnership with Lincoln Financial Distributors. They're a wholesale distribution subsidiary of Lincoln Financial Group, and they're going to be bringing on some new, interesting stuff to be able to help. I like this. This is going to be some great. It's going to help their end users. RBC, Royal Body Care, they had a consolidated net sales that was up 15%. That's a positive. Trevita. Now, this is something that's important. I don't know how many of you know. Trevita has been cranking butt in the infomercial space. I mean, just dynamically rocking this thing forward. They got their hands slapped. They've been asked to modify and or discontinue certain claims made in their direct response advertising for their cactus fruit juice-based dietary supplement. And this is pretty good right here because the electronic retailing is a self-regulating program. This is what I keep saying we need in the network marketing arena full bore. We've got to be self-policing. We've got to be able to look at and say, look, man, we need to stop this. And I, for one, am trying to do this. Matter of fact, I was working with a company this week, and in working with their attorney and my attorneys and stuff, I've decided something. I'm gonna make this public. When we see a company that we have questions on from this point forward, we're going to, through the Network Marketing Advocates organization that I launched, we're going to start contacting these companies and saying, look, we have some concerns. Here's what we see. We would like for you to explain this or change it because we're going to be doing a review on your company, and we want to make sure that we get the facts out there, that we give you a chance to correct the issues, because I think that's important. We did a small review on Green Organics, a new fresh company that just launched. They're about 3 weeks old. They're actually in pre-launch. And there were quite a few little issues on their website. And we put the review up prior to contacting the owner. The owner made those changes just like that. And that showed a little bit where their focus is. They really want their company to succeed and to grow. So we are making some changes in the way that we do our reporting. And it's really interesting because if you look at other reporters out there, you see that periodically you correct or you change and you grow. And that's where I feel that we have done. Over the years of doing this, our reporting style has changed. And we have, hopefully, you folks feel we have gotten better. We've always been transparent. We've always been authentic, but we don't want to cause any harm to anybody. We really do want people to get their act together in advance. So we're gonna give some reasonable time for people to do that. If they get it done, great, and if they don't, then we'll report on it. So that being said, let's look at some other stuff. USANA, interesting. They're putting a new roof on their West Valley headquarters. It's going to be the largest solar panel installation by a non-governmental organization in Utah. Again, this shows another company that's focused in on some green. Now, matter of fact, I'm going to be doing a big article on organic and natural and all that. But when a company says we want to be good stewards of the ecosystem, of our environment, doesn't mean that you got to go wacko and become a green terrorist. Okay, neo-Nazis for the green movement. I'm not talking about that, but. Man, think about it. Shouldn't we be good stewards of what God's given us? Shouldn't we be good stewards? I mean, here we are preaching how great our products are. Shouldn't we be able to manufacture them correctly also? This is all great information, all great stuff that's going on. I like what we're seeing. This is the greatest profession, I believe, for the average American to change and transform their lives. If you've got current news, send it over to us. I want to thank everyone that's been listening. I got one new announcement that I'm going to make. You guys have asked for this. This is something that came to us. A lot of people don't want to join the networkmarketingadvocates.com website. They say, Troy, we just want to build a business. We just want news and reviews. We don't want to become part of an advocacy group. I appreciate that. I understand where you're coming from. But they've said, we would be willing to get a premium subscription over at MLM Help Desk because that's for us. And I said, all right. So we're going to be launching our first ever upgraded premium membership at MLM Help Desk. You'll be able to see this over the weekend, and it'll go live, I believe, sometime over the weekend, no later than Monday. So be watching for it. We're excited about this move that we're making. Like I said, we're going into 2012, a lot of tweaks, a lot of changes at the end of 2011, but it is you guys. It's the distributors that have made this a wonderful year for us, the company owners and the leaders that trust us, that give us back and forth information, that help us make this a better place for all of us. Live life like it's an epic adventure. We'll see you at the top.